How was the summer for you guys so far?
It was good. It was very productive. So I was excited to get back with the guys and go through meetings and walkthroughs on the field. So it was an awesome summer for those guys.
What you kind of want to accomplish the offseason after spring football?
Yeah, we did a lot of self-scout studies, right, to see the things that we did well, to see the things that we did not so well. And obviously you want to learn the guys. We have a fairly new room. So you want to get to know the guys, understand their learning styles and how they learn and what best fits them. So it's been exciting to do that.
How have they progressed? What have you seen them kind of do better?
Yeah, fairly well. I've been impressed. Obviously, you talk about the strength gains that those guys have made. It's been phenomenal with Coach True and his staff. They have a better understanding of the playbook as well. So it's been all inclusive to see those guys come together as one.
You mentioned Coach Carroll. Yeah, what has it been like working with him?
It's been awesome. I kind of stay out the way a little bit, so I kind of let him spearhead his strength and conditioning. He does a phenomenal job, him and his staff, and it's exciting to see how much stronger and faster the guys have gotten.
Yeah. You mentioned stronger, faster. Is there anything specific you wanted to get out of the running backs? Like something?
No, just to keep them healthy. That's the biggest thing for me is to make sure those guys are healthy, make sure those guys are fresh as they can be throughout the season, throughout fall camp. So we do a really good job of managing their load. We have a sports science department that kind of keeps us on track to say, hey, these guys have too much mileage or not enough mileage. And that's one of the things as a coach that I take great pride in is just to make sure that we're doing the things that we can to keep them healthy as we possibly can.
What have you seen from Wayman Jordan in the offseason?
Yeah, he's been phenomenal, man. He's a great student of the game. He's very serious and very detailed. He's very accountable. He's a leader without saying he's a leader, right? So he's not a huge rah-rah guy. He just does a really good job of just going about his business on a daily basis.
And Riley Wormley, he's kind of a freshman, kind of got a little beat up during fall ball or spring ball. What have you seen from him so far?
Yeah, he's been awesome. I mean, he's going through the rehabilitation process. There's a couple of things from high school, but he's doing well.
And Eli Sanders, obviously catching the ball in the backfield, he's been good. But what impressed you about him?
Just his all-around skill set. I mean, he's a phenomenal young man. Eli's a veteran. I think this is his 5th year in college football. He played at Iowa State, played at New Mexico. So he's done a tremendous job of just merging right in with the guys. He's the greatest teammate you can ask for, right? So he's a do-it-all guy. He's very capable of lining up in the running back position in the backfield. He's very capable of helping us in the return game and even some of his slot receiver positions as well.
Who are some of the guys that have been working in the kick and punt returns? I know you work with. Do you do the punt or you do the kick one?
I do the kick returns. Yeah, I do the kick returns.
Some of the guys have been working out there.
Well, you have like Eli Sanders is one. Obviously, Mekhi Lemon and how he finished the season last year as I think he was one of the top kick returners in our conference as well as in the country. You have some other guys, DJ Jordan, Wayman Jordan has done some in practice as well. So we have a number of guys. We have some defensive guys that can actually return too. So those guys were pretty good returners at the high school level as well.
Any kind of lessons learned from 1 year in Big Ten football?
Yeah, everybody's good. Obviously, I think this is one of the most competitive conferences in the country. Everybody has a really good roster. Everybody has a great coaching staff, and it's fun to travel across the country to play football, and it's fun to put USC brand on display in the national spotlight. So it was many lessons learned, and we took some good and some things away from it, and we're hopeful for a really good season this fall.
Wayman Jordan just going from the JC ranks to FBS football. It seems like he's been doing a really good job.
Yeah.
Has it been a hard transition for him, and what has he done?
It has not been. I mean, he's a very mature young man. He's a very mature young man, a very smart young man. He's done a tremendous job of just acclimating himself, just like Eli Sanders has. He's very serious and detailed when it comes to the learning the playbook, learning the schematic things, and he's a great young man off the field as well. Right? I think a lot of people don't know that Wayman Jordan beats me in church sometimes. Right? That's just the type of young man that he is. So I'm very, very happy and thankful that he's here with us.
You haven't been here the whole time, but with Lincoln Riley, he's always brought in transfer running backs. It just seems every year it works well. What kind of challenges are there bringing somebody new into a new system and having them excel right away in the offense?
Well, you have to make sure that you bring in the right man versus the right player, right? Not everybody is a fit for here at USC. Not every transfer is a good transfer to a certain situation. But Wayman checked all the boxes that we were looking for. He's an incredible man, has an incredible family, very mature for his age, so we're very happy to get him there.
Brian Jackson, we haven't talked about that. What's he done this offseason?
Yeah, well, he's kind of like the old man in the room right now, right? So even though he's a really young player, he's done a phenomenal job of just managing his body, controlling his body, changing his body to kind of be the back that we would need him to be this fall. Obviously, he's a physical presence that's just God-given, but he's going about it the right way at this point.
Yeah. You got some different bodies, like you said. Is there situational, things you can do where it's like goal lines or whatever, just bringing guys for certain situations?
Yeah, it could be, but I think those guys, one of the good things about this room is that they all have different strengths. But another good thing is that they're all really good football players, right? So we can use those guys. All those guys can be every down backs. We have great capability of just doing what we can do with those guys at different positions. All those guys can catch the ball out the backfield, which is a plus, and they're very multiple. And obviously have done a great job in pass protection as well. So we think the world of all those guys, and we hope Brian has a big role for us this fall.
For the recruiting trail, how's it changed having the new personnel staff, Chad Bowden and everyone else? How's it changed, like how you recruit the last several months?
Yeah, it's been really good. I mean, Chad has come in and made a positive impact, him and his staff. They've done a tremendous job. And then, it's obviously it's USC, right? This is one of the biggest and best brands in all of college football. And I think Chad and his staff have done a great job of just echoing that message along with our head coach, Coach Riley, and our coaching staff. And obviously we don't have to sell anything here. USC kind of sells itself with the academics, number one, with the rich tradition in football, with living in Los Angeles, California. All those things play a part in the recruiting process now.
You're one of the coaches that has used the phrase Big Ten football and the need to play it and to be able to play it consistently since you got here. How much more equipped is this group to play Big Ten football, both your position and just as the offense as a whole?
Yeah, I think running back position and overall, I think we're ready for it, to be honest. I think our staff has done a really good job of just honing in on that message. And the reason why I say Big Ten football, because it's one of the best conferences in all of college football, right? You have great football programs, you got great coaches, you got great coaching staff, you have great players, right? And we understand that all 12 games on our schedule will be a battle, and that's the reality of it. So we have to respect every opponent, and I think that's one of the things you get when you play in the Big Ten.
What goes into being a great short yardage back?
Yeah, a lot of things, right? First of all, I think it's the mindset, all right? The mindset of, do you want to go in and get that 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2 when everybody on the field know that you're going to get the ball, right? And obviously, you got to have the physical capabilities as well, right? So a lot of guys, they run high behind their pads, but we want a guy to kind of run low with great center of gravity and to go get those tough yards and don't go down on first contact.
And looking at your room, how do your guys do in those scenarios, and how much of a priority is it in this camp to figure out who's going to get those carries?
Yeah, I think they're pretty good, but we can always improve and get better in that situation. So short yardage situational football in general is something that we're going to really work on and harp on this fall camp. But some guys are more natural than others, but I think you can teach those things of being a complete running back.
How's Wayman doing those scenarios?
Yeah, he's doing awesome, man. He's a smart football player, great situational awareness. He runs behind his pass, right? So a lot of people can compare him to the NFL prototypical running back. Now, he has a long way to go to prove it, but I think that he's on the right track to doing it. He has the right mindset for it.
So one of the greatest to ever do it was Marcus Allen, and he wasn't that smash guy necessarily. He was physical, but he wasn't necessarily. He just had that intangible part to it. How much of it is intangible in terms of that, and how much can you move the needle on a guy in those scenarios?
Yeah, a lot of it is intangible. Number one, Marcus Allen is Marcus Allen. He's one of the greatest football players, if not the greatest running back to ever play the game of football. And he had it, right? He had the it factor. A lot of guys at the running back position, they do have the it factor, right? And Wayman is one of those guys. Eli Sanders is one of those guys. Brian Jackson is one of those guys. We have a couple of young freshmen that I believe have the it factor as well. So a lot of that stuff is God-given, but the thing I like about this room is how they go about training every single day to make sure that they're the best players that they can be.
Probably already been asked about this, but I know Lincoln was talking about how Wayman kind of came onto your guys' radar late in the process, but he was so impressive that felt like you had to take him. What was your first impression when you received this film of him?
Yeah, he was a tremendous talent. He was a tremendous talent. Obviously, the film spoke for itself, but the thing that most impressed me was when you were able to get on the phone with him, right? You're able to get on the phone with him and you get able to talk to him, and you meet him and you meet his parents, and you meet the people that's involved in his life, his goddad. To me, it was a no-brainer, right? We needed this kid at our program. USC needed this young man because he is everything that our program and our university stands for. So anytime you can get a young man that's a really, really good football player and is an even better person, I think you hit a home run.
What stands out first about his game and just what he's able to bring?
Yeah, he's a complete running back, right? I think he can do it all. I've coached several running backs in the National Football League now, and he's very comparable to all those guys. He's a great pass blocker. He's very smart when it comes to the pass protection game. I love his ball security mechanisms of it, so he can catch the ball out the backfield. So I believe he's a jack of all trades. He can really do a good job.